Welcome back to one comic book a day after our Christmas hiatus, or Spider-Miss hiatus as it was, as we return to a Superman comic a day, as we cover Superman number 7 and the first story in it, The Three Kingpins of Crime. And I'm fairly tired after walking my crazed dog 4 miles this morning, and I'm doing that pretty consistently now, so we'll see how great these video recordings are now that I'm dealing with that. So let's just get right into this story. First off, George Taylor is gone. We have the new editor-in-chief of the Daily Planet, Perry White. This is not technically his first ever appearance. It is his first appearance in a comic book. He has already appeared on the radio show. That's where he became popular in the first place and had him moved into the comics. And he has possibly appeared in the news strip, the Daily News Strip series. I can't say that for sure, but that does feel like something they would have done. So Perry gives Clark and Lois the task of interviewing the new DA, George Lash. We still have a George in this comic. They meet George Lash at a restaurant where he is proposing how he's going to take down the three kingpins of crime, Norton, Billingsley, and Moran. Though it's really only one kingpin of crime. Norton's in charge. Billingsley and Moran never feel like they're more than just like his top henchmen. It's always Norton, and it's about taking down Norton at the end. It's a very strange choice for this title. While interviewing him, they run into the three kingpins of crime. Let's just say Norton. Norton, you know how this goes. It's a mob story. He makes veiled threats that Lash doesn't take seriously because Lash thinks he has the upper hand. After that confrontation, Clark gets paranoid and he becomes Superman. You know, Superman, bright blue costume, red cape. Superman. He flies to go see Lash. Lash has passed out drunken. Something's weird about this because he reeks of alcohol and he didn't have much to drink at the restaurant. Superman puts him somewhere safe, notices that he's missing buttons, like he looks like he was in an altercation, and goes to check on his house where he sees the police are there. Lash's wife has been murdered and they suspect it is Lash that did it. Clark goes back over to Lash, who has woken up and has no memory of anything. He also doesn't realize the dude in the bright blue costume, red cape, and the big S on his chest is Superman, though he knows who Superman is later on. Well, later on in this conversation. He doesn't believe him at all, because, you know, Superman's been nothing but trustworthy so far. Well, he did take this guy who was knocked down into a strange room, so I guess he would be confused. But a news report comes on before Lash can just shoot Superman. He had a gun. Like, everybody in Metropolis essentially has a gun except for, like, Superman and Lois. Lash, understandably, wants to run. And at no point looks at all that upset that his wife is dead. I'd be at least upset. I'd be very upset, but I'd be at least upset. Superman, showing shades of the actual Superman we love and enjoy, convinces him to turn himself in because there's no better options. Lash does just that, and Superman goes to prove his innocence. We've seen this kind of story before. Superman goes right over to the mobsters and hangs from their window ledge to hear their conversation. We finally have someone notice that he's outside the ledge. They take a hammer and try to hammer his fingers, which doesn't work because he's pretty much indestructible and hammers don't work on his fingers. He comes right in and just pushes his way through Moran and Billingsley. Norton's there too, and he rips open their safe and finds evidence of their crimes. He takes Norton over to the police station, but he only has evidence of their crimes, not that they have framed Lash of murdering his wife. Superman then explains that Mother Nature will take care of this because outside the Lash's home, in the bushes where someone would hide, is poison ivy, so the person who committed the murder would have poison ivy all over their skin. Norton gets nervous at this news, and while he's in jail, he starts scratching himself, demanding something to put on his poison ivy rashes. But it's revealed by Clark and Lois that there is no poison ivy outside the Lash's home. It was all just in his head. Superman had screwed with him. Proving Lash's innocence, Lash is freed, continues not to look all that upset about his wife being killed. Oh no, I'm suspicious. And the three kingpins of crime, mainly Norton, is put away in jail. Yeah, this is a quick story. It's not very interesting. You know what I have to say about mob stories. They're not good. They're not much of a challenge for Superman. I mean, he barely broke a sweat during this. He's just going through motions. The art's fine. It's not Jack Burnley, so it's not the strongest, but it works for what it's doing. And that is it from the first story in Superman number 7, The Three Kingpins of Crime. Join us tomorrow where I continue our way through Superman number 7. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe. Hit the bell icon to get notifications when a new video goes up. I do this Monday through Friday, but Fridays are Bat Friday, where I cover either a detective Batman story or a Batman comic. And until next time, whatever did happen to the Man of Tomorrow? And why were they the three kingpins when there was clearly only one kingpin? Bye.